Hello, hello, Coach Mandy Lee here, and I just wanted to pop on this video today, and I want to talk to you about anxiety. So it's the holidays, and I know that the holidays can be a very joyful time. They can be a very cheerful time. They can be a very life-giving time, but they can also be a very stressful time. So I think it's really important for us to address this issue of anxiety now around the holidays. There's always so much to do. There's holiday baking, there are gifts to get, there are gifts to wrap, there are family gatherings to go to, there are parties, there's outfits that you need to wear, and then we're all worried about how much food we're eating and how many pounds we're gonna be putting on. And, this is me, and I know I'm not only speaking for myself. I know a lot of us feel the same way. So I really want to talk about this issue of anxiety around the holidays. And, it's really important for us to take some time and just pause during the holidays and just take care of ourselves and just really take time to just get away from it all. And be quiet and be still and remember why we celebrate this holiday. So all of the stress and all of the running around and all of the hustle and all of the bustle and all of the parties and the presents and all of these things that we have ourselves all worked up about, it doesn't matter. And as much as it seems like it does matter, at the end of the day, none of these things matter. And putting ourselves in check and understanding that all of our to-do lists and all of the things that we get ourselves so worked up about really don't matter is such an important perspective for us to keep throughout this holiday season. But with that all being said, I do know, that it's still likely that we will experience times of stress. Particularly if you have a family that you are a part of that, isn't so healthy and is toxic and triggers you, and, you have bad memories there, and there are situations that, arise when you are around your family for the gatherings, or if you are, a single mother, or if you are a part of a relationship that is not healthy. So there are many sources of stress throughout the holiday season, and this can cause anxiety attacks, panic attacks, all kinds of things. And I wanted to actually talk to you today about how to take back the anxiety attacks. So if you find yourself getting worked up a lot and you know that you are prone to anxiety attacks, I want to give you some tips today on how to take back the anxiety attack, okay? And if you know yourself at all and you know how your body begins to do the workup before an attack actually happens, that is when these coping mechanisms will come in handy, and they will keep you in a space of calm and not allow the anxiety attack to overpower you, where you are sitting in a corner, with your little, cozy blanket and just, wanting the world to go away. So hopefully we can prevent that from happening this holiday season with these little tips and tricks for taking back the anxiety attack. Okay, so my first trick for when your body starts, that workup with anxiety, and you feel like, you're getting all of those familiar feels. You might start sweating, your head might start pounding before the actual attack really takes flight. If you will get a washcloth and run it under some cold water, and just take the washcloth and lay it over your face like that, and particularly putting pressure right here, you can shock your nervous system into a place of calming down. So another point here too that I could touch on is, you can also jump into a really cold pool and that will give you the same effect, but it's right here. There is a trigger response right here underneath of our eyes, and all mammals have it. So if you dive headfirst into a pool and you hit yourself right here with cold water, then it will shock your system in the same manner as putting a wet washcloth right there. So if you are experiencing some symptoms of anxiety and you feel like you're working up into an anxiety attack, take a cold washcloth, put it there on your face, put some pressure right in here, and your nervous system will instantly switch over to, the rest and digest side, and you will be able to breathe and talk yourself down from that anxiety attack. Okay, and another thing that I like to do too when I'm getting ready to, when I feel like I'm getting ready to go into an anxiety attack, is I will take some ice cubes and I can just place them right here behind my ears and right here on the back of my neck. A lot of people that suffer from migraines use this trick too, but it also works with anxiety attacks. So put them here behind your ears, right here where that little pressure point is behind your ears, and then right on the nape of your neck. And just apply just light pressure and hold it there for about a minute. And again, that should calm your system down enough so that you won't go into the full-fledged anxiety attack. And finally, one of my favorite tricks that I use to keep myself from going into anxiety attacks is if I'm getting ready to go into a situation that I know is going to be triggering for me, where, it might be a work meeting, or maybe I'm going to see, family members that I know are triggering for me. Maybe I'm going into, I don't know, some people get really triggered when going to see an ex. So there's all types of situations that could occur where you feel like you might get triggered. So if you know you're going to walk into a situation like that, where you've been triggered in the past, before you go into that situation, take a few minutes and do some breathing exercises. I like to do variable breathing exercises, and this is where you will breathe in for 4 counts. So it's, and then you want to hold it for 7 counts, and then you want to release it for 8 counts. So the count is in for 4, hold it for 7, release for 8. Okay, so this is called variable breathing. And what this does is when you are feeling tense, when you are feeling anxious, and you can do this anytime you are feeling tense or feeling anxious. We tend to feel it in our shoulders. We get all bunched up, or in the South, they say all stoved up, and you go like this, and you get all these cricks and in your neck, and, your body just starts feeling the tenseness. If you feel yourself getting that way, you're coming into the workup of an anxiety attack. So what you want to do is do these variable breathing exercises at that point in time, okay? And this will help your body. So our body is operating on 2 sides of the nervous system. We have the fight or flight side, and we have the rest and digest side. And when our body's all tense like that, and we're getting ready to go into a triggering situation, or we feel under pressure due to things at home or work or whatever, our body gets all tensed up. And when we do these variable breathing exercises, we are switching our nervous system from that fight and flight mode over to the rest and digest mode. And I guarantee that if you practice this on a regular basis, you will start noticing your body will be more relaxed over a period of time. So anyway, it's in for 4, so, and then hold it for 7. And then out for 8. Okay, and that's considered 1 breath. And you want to do that 10 times, okay? And you want to actually breathe from your abdomen. You don't want to breathe from your chest. So you want to get a deep breath. When you breathe in, you want your abdomen to push out. And when you exhale, when you breathe out, you want your abdomen to push in. A good way to practice that is to lay on the floor, and you can see your abdomen moving in and out. So those are just a few tips that I use to prevent myself from going into anxiety attacks, and particularly when I feel myself going into a triggering situation. So I hope that these tips will help you in this holiday season to take back the anxiety attack. All right, girls, well, have a great evening. Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time. Bye.